From the Dungeons of Morningstar, my name's Stretch.
And I'm Clint, and this is Prevailing Strange.
All right, welcome back to Prevailing Strange with our week in review, where we kind of touch on the content that we've checked out this week. What have you?
Just touching on you.
Mm-hmm.
Just checked out your content.
Why, thank you. What content have you checked out this week?
Well, I tried to watch The Expanse last night.
Right.
I couldn't find it season 1, episode 1. I've been consuming Ark, Survival Evolved, video game I play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dumped a new big update for Unreal Engine 5.5, which I was pretty excited about. But apart from that, I can honestly say I haven't watched much. Just Elementary, been playing on in the background.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this will be a first.
I know. Well, hopefully you picked it up.
Well, I mean, kind of. I didn't watch anything. I did read a bit, though. So I finally finished, come on.
God.
So I finished Lords of Uncreation, which is the third book in the Final Architecture by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool series. I'll give you a little bit of a spiel about it. So the main antagonists in it are these moon-size crystalline spheres that are sentient. They just they bend space, pop out of space, and they can manipulate gravity, and they use it to pretty much sculpture planets and make different shapes out of them and shit.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much they only do it to planets with sentient races on them, intelligent life.
Yep.
And it kind of starts off, nobody knows why they're doing it. They've popped up. And through this, you have a few different alien races as well as humans kind of come into contact because they're all copying this external threat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so over the 3 novels, you meet a few different characters. They are doing their thing. The main character, he's what they call an intermediary.
Right.
So basically a psychic.
Right.
So these guys, they're able to make contact with these, what they call the architects, because they come in and they reshape worlds.
Yeah, right.
And like strangely beautiful kind of shapes and
at the end of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Pretty eerie kind of what they're doing. But so you got the main guy, he's hasn't slept since they made him a psychic. So it's been
Okay.
a long time between the start of this kind of war to the point where the story's taking place. And he's this kind of wimpy kind of fella who's highly strung, obviously, if you haven't slept for fucking 60-odd years or something like that. Yeah. But basically these intermediaries, they're able to use their abilities to navigate what they call unspace, which is the realm below our kind of existence. And that's how they kind of are able to travel great distances.
This sounds like a documentary to me, Jeremy.
Like a documentary?
Yeah.
Why?
It sounds factual.
Oh, no. So, and a pretty cool thing is when they go into this unspace, everybody's got to go in cryo sleep. Because when they go in there, it's not a real space. Once you're down there, nobody else is with you.
So how do they write that into the novel? How do they write into it that you're in this unspace and everyone on that ship's asleep?
Well, because a lot of the times they get caught in unspace and they're alone, and when there was just somebody else on the ship they're talking to and they're gone. And they're feeling alone. There's a presence that they feel in this unspace.
Yeah, right.
That everybody feels when they're down there. and because they talk about going down into unspace, it feels like this drop out of reality, and there's this ever-knowing presence that kind of looms over their shoulder the longer they're in there, and pretty much anybody who stays awake down there too long either doesn't come back or
yeah, right,
ends themselves because they can't handle what's down there. Except for these intermediaries, they're able to kind of...
And they go into the unspace to traverse long distances, is that right?
Yep.
Right, okay.
So there's these pathways in unspace which they're kind of able to navigate easily, but intermediaries are able to kind of traverse the void between these spaces. But that's that's where these architects are coming out of and reshaping worlds.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was a good series. I listened to it as an audiobook. Had a female narrator, which, I'm fine with, but it just made the main character a little too whiny.
Is the main character a male or a female?
Male. So he's male.
Oh,
yeah.
right. So that'd throw me.
Yeah. But there's a lot of strong female characters in it, which I think that kind of makes sense that they went the female route because there's more female voices than there are male voices. Yeah. It just happens to be that the protagonist is male.
See, that's like in Andy Weir's follow-up to The Martian. It's called Artemis, based on a space station thing. The main character was a female, so they had she could play the night nurse in Ahsoka. They had her narrate the book.
Right.
Sensational.
Yep.
If they got a bloke to do that, it would have thrown me as well because the protagonist is a female.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've listened to plenty of male books with female characters, and it's been fine. Been plenty
just little bits though, like not the whole book.
Oh no, like when they've got a cast of characters, they're playing different genders, whatever. Yeah. It was just that this character was particularly kind of whiny.
Right.
And it just kind of accentuated that kind of quality about him, so he was kind of less likable.
Yeah.
Even though he kind of, is the hero of the story.
It's like when you listen to Jack Reader books, and the bloke who narrates that is just so monotonous, dude. And it's, sometimes you just, it can throw you hardcore. But, I've been watching Clarkson's Farm, season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Bloke just continues to charm, dude, even when he's 68. What him and his cast and crew are doing for farmers over there is absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
Like you're watching this show, and like he gets farmers from his local region, and they come on and they talk about their story, and they're talking about how their farms are doing, and just how much bureaucracy goes in, and they're just ruining people's lives, dude.
Yeah, right.
Ruining their livelihoods, and you wouldn't know. I wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah.
The fact that it's taken a car journalist to bring this to the world, we should have been listening to farmers a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And now you just sit there and you're like, these poor bastards feed us. They give us everything, and they've got all these fucking hoops they've got to jump through, dude.
Yeah, man. And they're constantly working under massive debt and crop to crop and wow.
It was like Clarkson showed in one of his episodes, I'm pretty sure it was £225,000 he outlaid that season, and he made back £275,000.
Yeah, wow.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
It's fucking heartbreaking, but he chucks in a couple of laughs here and there as well, So he's educating you, entertaining you, and holding you around, and you can't help but feel for fucking farmers, man.
Yeah.
They're doing it tough.
Absolutely. You haven't got back into listening to Dungeon Crawl Carl yet?
No, not yet. I've besides being at work, when I'm listening at work, I've been watching Elementary again. And again, like that's a show that came out fucking years ago, 2012, I think it was that it came out. And you just rewatch an episode and you're like, fuck this, I forgot how much heart this show had.
Yeah, right.
And it's just little nuances, and the way that Johnny Lee Miller plays an addict is fucking incredible. Probably has been one in his past life.
I mean, dude does look pretty strung out.
But, yeah, man, you've got to give it a watch. It's really good. It holds up still. And I find myself rewatching it a bit.
Okay.
It's a good show. And, yeah, just a lot of heart. So I like it.
Yeah, right.
What else? Oh, dude, me and Rach watched the documentary the other night on the Titanic.
Right.
And they've just completed these highly detailed 3D scans of this thing, right?
Revealing a whole lot of different things, yeah.
Dude, they had this LED screen, life size of the Titanic, and broadcast this 3D scan on this thing. And they were walking through the Titanic, walking on the deck of the Titanic and shit. It looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, right.
You sit there and you're like, hang on a minute, this is not real. This is a 3D render, but it's done to that much detail. It's incredible, dude.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely incredible.
I think they were surprised at the size of the cut up the side too from the iceberg. It wasn't as big as they thought. Yeah.
No, it only went through 1.5 compartments.
Yeah, right.
But
Unsinkable.
Yeah. The thing, if the walls went up to the roof, it would have survived. But the fact that it didn't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, and it's only on YouTube.
Yep.
It's fucking free.
Yep.
And now they're releasing it to all the VR manufacturers. And you've now got a fucking 3D thing that you can walk around in virtual reality at home.
It's wild.
The Titanic was found in 1986, dude, and now we're walking around in it. Just nuts.
Yeah.
The speed into which technology is just advancing is nuts.
Yeah, bullshit.
Like I said, I want to be in the singularity. Let's go.
So yeah, I finished reading the final architecture series. I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick something up to kind of read before today's show.
Okay.
So I picked up.
Fuck, what is that?
This little book. Oh man. Tender is the Flesh.
What the fuck is that?
So I'd seen this come across a lot of book talks and stuff. A lot of horror readers had read it. It is, I don't know how to describe it. The only way I can kind of describe it is if you've read The Road.
Yeah.
You're going to get some similar fucking vibes.
I'm not sure I'm going to read that book.
Oh, man, it is a ride. So he works in a factory, our protagonist, the main character. This factory is set slightly in the future where something's happened to all the animals. We can't eat them anymore.
Fucking vegans.
Oh, no. Cannibals, bro.
We're eating humans now?
Yeah, they're farming humans. And kind of, it's like a day in the life of this guy's existence. He's, this is a kick in the guts, this book, man. You think it's going one way, it goes a completely different way. It's, I finished it today and I was like, oh, fuck, why'd I read that? At the same time, it's a book, you know, it makes you feel something.
Yeah.
So I would recommend it, but there would be kind of, you know, I'd let you know that there's some stuff in this book that kind of, it's heavy.
Well, you compared it to The Road, and I think The Road is the only book where I've ever held my phone at the end of it and wanted to hurl it across the room.
Mm.
It's one of the worst endings that I've ever heard of. Here, son, don't trust anyone. Don't talk to anybody. Protect yourself at all costs. The first fucker he comes across, he goes, hi, friend. I'm alone.
Yeah, I think that kind of sets up the bleak kind of tone of that, you know, maybe he didn't learn.
Didn't learn shit.
Yeah.
His dad sacrificed himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dad said I'd haunt Logan till his fucking dying days if he did that.
So, yeah, he works at the abattoirs pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of get a day in the life of his working world, but he's also the right-hand man of the main guy for the factory. So he's going to visit the breeders. He's going to visit the laboratory that they sell head of cattle.
Do they speak English?
Yeah.
Blech. You can't talk them.
Oh, no. They take out their vocal cords and they keep them dumb.
Wow.
Oh, man. So I think this book is kind of like a commentary on the whole kind of...
Humans are they're not a very economical food source.
No.
They only have one offspring a year, if that.
Oh, no, they've genetically bred them to kind of grow quicker. Pretty much like they do with chickens and shit.
What about in the pants region? Do I get bigger in the pants region?
I don't know.
Sign me up.
Yeah, man, it's...
I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for a horror. This was something different. I'm glad I read it, but I'm also kind of not.
From the Daily Mail. Sitting comfortably? Not after even the tiniest nibble of this gut-wrenching, churning, brilliantly realised novel. Grimly engrossing with the sucker punch ending times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty fucking accurate, man.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't suggest it. Like,
How many? Hang on, let me have a look how big the words are. Yeah, I could read that.
yeah, it only took me a day.
Yeah, all right, I'll give that a razz.
Let me know how you go.
Might listen to the audiobook version.
Yeah, okay. There is an audiobook version.
I
So.
wonder if I hear, like, in the background when he's walking through his hall.
No, I doubt it. No, because they're quiet. They talk,
Motherfucker!
no, they kind of talk about how quiet they are. They just because they can't talk and they don't talk, and they grow up away from contact and.
Are they always nude?
Yeah.
So they're always nude. So you see dudes wangs just walking around. But let's face it, if they're genetically raising them to be to age quicker, then you're going to genetically raise them to not have penises and reproductive organs and shit like that.
So pretty much all the kind of elements of agriculture and raising cattle and pigs and stuff, they talk about all that with.
They take the nuts.
There is some. Oh, and then they talk about eating them and stuff like that, and just it's.
Now we were talking about Hannibal last week.
Yeah, it's not like that. You're not interested in.
Oh,
in
you
eating it, no.
don't, because I'm not lying. When Hannibal's cooking his dinner, I'm like, fuck, that looks good. That sounds more like they just walk off, slice the thing off there.
Oh no! They're cooking it. They're kind of, yeah. They got game reserves where people go and hunt and then they get to eat their spoils afterwards. And
what happened? What happened to the animals?
there's a virus that pretty much made them inedible, so they had to wipe them all out.
You know who done that?
Who?
Fucking vegans. They genetically manufactured this disease to go and say that people couldn't eat them. You know what? We should be eating vegans then. Not us, like these guys.
Yeah.
Marcos. Yeah, Marcos.
Mm.
Cheese and rice. Okay, well.
But there's something I'm going to read, and I think you should watch it this week. We talked about it.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, so Annihilation, which is...
What a fucking beautiful book.
Yeah, isn't it? So there's 3 books. I'll be doing all 3 with Natalie Portman on Netflix.
Yeah, right.
It is...
Fucking sick name.
It is visually striking, that movie. It is great.
Yeah, right. Guardians Book of the Year.
Mm.
Are they, mate? Foot cramp.
Oh no.
I got it. So are they making? I
haven't heard
sequels?
any. I haven't heard any plans. See that the movie. I don't know what the books are like. The movie was pretty self-contained,
Right.
so I'm quite happy for them to leave it as is.
All right. Okay. All right. That's going to make me watch that even more. I might even watch that tonight.
Cool. It's on Netflix. You can see it tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got me intrigued. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I will give that. I don't want it, but I'm probably gonna.
Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. Like I finished it when I got home from work today.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that was
that bad. It affected you.
Yeah, that gut punch at the end.
He eats his girlfriend, doesn't he?
No. There's a whole lot of things going on.
It's actually an autobiography. You're a cannibal, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you're a cannibal, would you tell me? You'd be obliged to tell me, though, because we're friends.
I would have fed you something by now.
What would you feed me?
I don't know. I don't eat people, so I don't
Tell me what you feed me.
I don't know.
Would you feed me heaps of, like, sweet stuff, or would you feed me heaps of, like, garlic and shit?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to think about it.
Now I do. I'd like to eat a lot of garlic and chili stuff because I like spicy stuff, garlic stuff.
See, I'd be worried because that fucking pork belly did me in the other day. So fucking
wow,
they
you're
reckon,
calling me a pig?
Man, they reckon pork and human are pretty freaking close.
They are.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even think if we were stuck on the side of a mountain, I'd be able to eat another human.
No.
It's not. Again, it's not something I could live with.
Mm.
Not just the act of doing it. Like, I don't think I could if I survived that mountain. And if I weren't going to survive that mountain, then what's the fucking point of eating humans?
Like, quite honestly, like, I've got mates who like hunting, mates who like fishing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not into that. Like, I'm not squeamish. I've done first aid. I've fucking patched people up and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not squeamish at all. I don't know. It's like some people relish the idea of fucking killing things and skinning them, and then it's just not my thing. I have no, like, if the world ends and I have to, I guess I'm going to have to learn, but I don't want anything to do with it right now.
Did he ever tell you the story of the day you went pigging with Brett?
Oh man!
I think I wouldn't mind. I don't mind going hunting. It's more of the hanging out with your boys.
No, I'd love that,
Yeah.
but like
go
killing
camping.
and dragging things. Like,
You and me will sit back at the fire while they go walk.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Get a quad. But that's it for our week in review.
Thanks, guys. I'm ready.